Hello Stampers, I'm Dina Lanzendorf at Inkin' with Dink. Today what I wanted to share with you on Tip and Technique Tuesday is some cards that I recently made for a swap that I was in, and also wanted to share with you the swap cards that I received in the mail from other demonstrators. So let me go ahead and put these aside and let's look at some of the cards we received. So these are a couple of cards I received from Debbie Pronte. Okay, isn't this just a beautiful card? I love the colors on this card. I think they are so pretty together. And then here is the Magnolia stamp set. Looks like she colored them. Looks like she did some watercoloring on them. So very pretty cards. Thanks, Debbie. Here is a card that I received from Lynn Strayford. And it uses the Over the Moon stamp set with the cow. I love it. I think it is such a super cute stamp set. And here is a card that I received from Heather. Ooh, that's a pretty card too. I love the pretty peacock in the ribbon and as part of this. So the colors on this card are just beautiful. Thanks, Heather. And this is one I received from Marcia. Oh, I haven't even opened this one yet. Ooh, and that uses the new, the art stamp sets. So pretty. I love the little heart from the embellishment kit that comes with it. Very pretty card. And this is from Dawn. I haven't opened this one yet either. Oh, and that uses the bird, Free as a Bird stamp set. I have heard that that is the best-selling stamp set out of the new catalog so far this year. Is the Free as a Bird stamp set, the Bird Ballad Suite. But that's a pretty card. I love the colors in this card too. Here is one I received from Bonnie. That's pretty with the Magnolia Suite also. Thinking of you. Love that. Here is one that I received from Carrie. Again, using the Free as a Bird stamp set. I like the way she stamped it and didn't quite go to the edges, but it's just a portion of it that's stamped. That's very pretty. Thanks, Carrie. And here is one from Kathy. I like all the layers on this stamps or on this card. They're very pretty, pretty together. The little pearls up there. So beautiful card. Here are a couple that I received from Monica. Oh, both of them are using the Mosaic Suite that is available in the new catalog. I love this tree stamp. That's so pretty. And that is it. Okay. So what I wanted to do now, like I said, is I want to show you how I made this card. This one is very self-explanatory. I think doesn't need a lot of explanation. I think it's Wildly Happy stamp set with the elephants. I love elephants, so I thought this was a fun card to do. This one's a little different, so let's go ahead and make it, okay? So my main color on my card is Poppy Parade. So you're going to start off with a piece of cardstock. Get this big envelope out of the way. Poppy Parade cardstock that measures 8.5 by 5.5. We're just going to take it, fold it in half. Okay, use a bone folder on my crease so that it's nice and crisp. And then we're set. Okay. Then I'm going to make this one a little bit different because on this one I have a black piece behind, but I'm going to skip that one and I'm going to do the 5 1/4 by 4 piece in Whisper White, and we're going to stamp directly on it. Okay, so the stamp set we're going to be using is called the 2A Wild Rose. I love it in the catalog. It's actually a 3-step stamp set, but we are just going to use the outline stamp. Okay, so we're just going to use one of the 3. This also has a matching set of framelits that goes with it, but we're not going to use that set at all today. So what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to take the outline flower and I'm going to use the Poppy Parade, and I'm just going to ink it up, and I'm just going to randomly stamp the flower all over this piece. Now I am going to overlap them a little bit because I want to be sure that every bit of it is covered just like that. Okay? Then what I want to do is I want to take my stitched shape framelits, okay? And I love these. They come in circles, ovals, and also squares. And I'm going to take the biggest circle framelit and I'm going to cut it right out of the middle. So by the magic of television, that has already been cut out for us. So I'm just going to pop out our middle just like that. Okay. Now I kind of want to keep it together. Did I do that? Yes. So that I can see how things are lined up, because I want to be able to put it back together in just about the same way. So while it is pretty close to being in its spot, I'm going to take the stamp out of the set that says, "True friendship is one of God's greatest gifts." I'm going to ink it up in my Memento Black, and I'm going to stamp it right in the middle of my circle that I cut out. Okay, just like that. Now, before I put things all together, I would like to use some of our Poppy Parade textured weave ribbon. And I want it to be, you can tell on this card, just on the side parts right there. So all I'm going to do is cut 2 little pieces of ribbon, and I'm going to cut it about a 1/2 inch wide on each side, okay? So a 1/2 inch wide here, a 1/2 inch wider here, and then do the same thing to the other side, and do about a 1/2 inch longer on each side, okay? Then we're going to flip this over. We're going to use our tear and tape, and we're just going to put 2 pieces of tear and tape for each piece of ribbon. Okay, now tear and tape really is the best adhesive to use when you're working with ribbon. The snail just does not hold it long term. Okay, so I'm going to take the backings off of this side only. And I'm going to flip this around, center it the best I can, and just lay it over and adhere it to the back, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to take the backing off of the other side, the 2 pieces, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to eyeball it so that it is straight from that one, and I'm just going to wrap it around just like that. Okay, now it is ready to go down on my card front. So I'm just going to use some Tombow glue. There we go. And I'm going to adhere it to my card front. Okay. Now I want to adhere this little circle down, but I want it popped up because I want it to stand out from the rest of the card. So I'm just going to flip this over, put a few dimensionals on the back here. Take my backing off of them. And then I'm just going to center this, try to line up my flowers just like that. Okay, now I like the addition of pearls. It just kind of gives it a little bit of elegance. Okay, so I'm just going to take a few pearls and I'm just going to kind of randomly stick them down on my card. Now you know the rule of embellishments, and that you should always go in odd numbers. So I just took 3 there to add. So there we go. There is my card, my swap card that I made from my recent online swap. So I hope you have enjoyed it. And thanks for watching.